Or like a, well, it's the same as almost in English. It's like a slightly an F and a V, but in German it's like Volks.
Yeah.
Like Volkswagen, isn't it?
Yeah.
So they say Volkswagen instead of wagon.
Volkswagen. Volks is people.
Mm-hmm.
Volkswagen is
car.
Volkswagen.
Yeah, German has that thing. They always call things very like that, like hefeweizen.
Yeah.
They're not very creative, let's call it. Creative to make things, but not to name it or call them. Desgraciadamente no alcanza a poner todo a tiempo, llegué un poco tarde, pero ya tenemos el protein rest, está a 55 grados. Y de este lado estamos haciendo la primera recocción y ahorita están, first the cups son 65, 66, fuimos a 66 grados, está ahorita en el descanso. Vamos a estar haciendo el monitoreo con el yodo para checar cuando ya tengamos todas las porciones y ahorita voy a seguir grabando un poquito más, ¿cómo se dice? Ya más explicar un poquito mejor. Vaya, el truco de esta cerveza, la levadura es la que le da el perfil, como la deja aquí en el video. Entonces, digamos que entre más activa será la levadura, más sabor a banana, y entre más crece la levadura, tienes el aroma clave. Entonces hay que jugar con estos cambios de temperatura para obtener los sabores. Es la primera vez que vamos a hacer. Vamos a hacer el primer experimento. Recuerden, ya están las preguntas de los hijos de la malta en la página de Facebook. Ya las tenemos ahí todas las preguntas. Aquí tengo la gorda, ahorita nos muestro la gorda y los amigos de Maltosa que ya se nos están apoyando con una libra de café. Bueno, racita, vamos a seguir cocinando. No hay bronca, carnal, no hay bronca.
the wind doesn't blow.
Don't care. ¿Sí se escucha?
Oh.
So Ryan, how does it feel to be back in brewing?
Oh, it's good.
Yeah. After a few months without it?
Yeah. I put these on.
All right.
I couldn't find a tap that worked. I think it's best if we take the top one off.
Okay.
The bottom. Just because I'm thinking it'll like slide down and just a bit of it. No big deal either way.
Yeah.
And I don't think we really need a tap if we just before we take it off, or when we take it off, we just put a.
What we can get is like just a little valve, like a valve.
Yeah, but
I
I
don't
don't.
need it.
We don't
Close it
need-
so
we
it
don't
doesn't
even-
leaks.
Yeah, we don't even need a ball valve though, because there's no reason to leak. We just take this off and put it here, and then just take a bungee cord and hold them up while we're moving. So it's not like they're going to be off for any period of time. It's
That's
only
true.
when we're moving something or emptying it or cleaning it or something.
That's correct. Ahora vamos a hacer en inglés, güeyes.
You know what? I don't know why those little valves you got leak.
Doesn't, if they're made for air pressure, I would think it's easy to leak air than liquid.
Yeah.
I mean,
Maybe it lubricates. I thought it was the O-rings. Maybe they get lubricated or something by the glycol or something like that.
that
Yeah.
could be.
Anyway, we don't know.
Because the glycol is quite thick, it's not that liquid. It's a little.
And maybe it does leak air too. How would you know?
What, there?
Yeah,
Because you will hear it.
I guess, but yeah, you probably
You will hear it, and also the compressor will check in if it's getting empty.
Yeah.
And I noticed like when you got a good hose and it's connected, they don't leak. Also, you got it in the CO2 tank, and it doesn't leak. Well, we don't know.
No.
Hard to tell.
Yeah, it might be. I always turn it off.
Because, unless the stain steel is better quality.
Yeah, that's possible. Were these ones older ones or used ones or something?
One is used one and the other one is brand new. Tenemos 5 bandas de este lado. ¿Qué rollo? Estamos ahorita con la hefeweizen. Estoy en vivo en Facebook y en el YouTube acá de este lado. Ahí sí me dan compartir, banda, en los grupos que de chela, no sean gachos. Ahorita yo voy a intentar dar aquí, pero ando medio ocupado también. Se siente medio raro estar hablando en español y está el Brian aquí. Vamos a ver qué nos dice Rodolfo. Ya estamos por los dos. Estamos por
Facebook y por YouTube.
Está compartiendo los grupos de cerveza, no, por favor. Estamos medio ocupados, yo no alcanzo a compartir. Ya Rodolfo nos va a hacer un paro, compartirnos. ¿Cuánto hay acá? Ya empezamos a explicar un poquito de esto. Ahora ya está haciendo la primera prueba del yodo.
Looks pretty good. Fernando.
How long has it been? 20 minutes? 15 minutes?
15? A little bit, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it needs a little longer. Bueno, raza, vamos a empezar acá donde...
It was just instantly black before it
Ok, vamos. La primera, el grano, usamos 7.7 kilos de malta de trigo, que es el 70%, 3 kilos de malta pilsner, del 2 row o el 2H, como le llamen ustedes, es el 27.3%, y 300 gramos de Munich Malt, que es el 2.7%. Para esta usé una levadura distinta. Normalmente uso la YGs, pero esta me la recomendaron, me la dieron a mitad de precio. Es de... Ahorita checo en los laboratorios. Es una canadiense, ahorita lo checo. Vamos a utilizar Ted Neger y Isken Golden para el amargor. Y creo que ahorita lo voy a discutir con el Brian, pero creo que vamos a empezar con 17 grados la fermentación por unos 4 o 5 días. Después vamos a subir la temperatura a 20 grados, 20, 21 grados, y la vamos a mantener ahí por otros 4 o 5 días. Y luego vamos a bajar la temperatura a 10 grados y la vamos a mantener ahí una semana más o menos. Y ese va a ser más o menos el plan. Hey Brian, I got the 500 subscribers already.
Good.
When I said I get the 500, I'm going to give a hat for free. So I made 5 questions. Well, I didn't make them. A friend of mine made the questions. So if they answer the question, we're going to make a little raffle there to get who gets the hat. And one guy wanted to basically sponsor us, and he's bought in a pan of Cascade.
Let's see the hat.
The hat is over here. I got glasses too. Made.
You're a real promoter.
es 7.7 kilos de masa de trigo, es un 70%. Vamos a usar 3 kilos de masa Pilsen, de 2 partes, es el 27.3%, y 300 gramos de masa Miller, que es el 2.7%. Para la mejor vamos a usar media y vamos a usar el doble. Y esta vez no vamos a ocupar igual esta vez estamos ocupando una que se llama Castle, que es de una compañía canadiense, es muy cálido, me regalaron, bueno, no, me dieron el precio de la levadura para que la probaran. Vamos a calarla a ver qué tal está. Ya tenemos ahorita, ya tenemos ahorita estamos haciendo la primera cocción. Para seguir grabando el video de Carlos, esta vez no vamos rapidito, estamos en vivo en el de la marca, estamos en vivo en YouTube. Otra cosa, todos los que están las preguntas en los videos de la marca, la página de Facebook, para que tengan la gorra, ustedes no son la gorra y la vida de café que nos está regalando Maltoqueando.
Did you say something about why yeast? Did you say something about why yeast?
Yeah, I said that I'm not using white yeast this time.
Oh, I see.
I always said, I always use white yeast. I always use white yeast. I always use white yeast. Yes. Escarpment or something like that is the name of it.
Escarpment, yeah.
Which it means?
It means the lee side of a mountain path. Mountain road. The graphical term. That is a better way of doing this. And draw for what you're doing. It's made for putting in cuts, not for drifting into a test tube.
Oh, yeah. Got an idea for that.
Oh, well, for the island, yeah.
We can get the item here and drop it like a drop.
Yeah, that's right. So we don't even need that, we just use another dropper.
Pardon me?
We don't need that, we got another dropper. Anyway, let's start heating it up, we've got a boil.
All right. Ok, pues ya, solo empezar a hervir. Ya pasó la primera cocción.
Here's what we can use.
Ok. recipe? I gotta write down something.
Right here behind the thing. Ya que terminamos la primera cocción, el primer descanso de cocción, ya extrajimos todos los azúcares que buscábamos. Ahora vamos a poner a hervir. En la parte esta de la hervida se empiezan a extraer los aminoácidos y se mezclan con los azúcares y se forman los metanoides. Brian, how long are we going to be boiling?
20 minutes.
20 minutes? All right. Going for 20 minutes boil. And the Pilsner we're using 10.
Yeah. Well, that's just arbitrary. You want to go 10?
Let's try 10.
Okay.
Y vamos a ir por 10 minutos en boil, en hervida. Vamos a hervir por 10 minutos. Y esta parte donde hay que estarle meneando para que no se te pegue el grano es la parte importante. Para la primera decocción, how much do you get out of the? You grab off. You want to move on the side. How much water do you got off from the
15 liters.
15? No. For the decoction, how much you extract from here to here?
15 liters.
15 liters, okay. 15 litros fue lo que extrajo para la primera decocción. Y le estoy preguntando a él porque llegué tarde. Bueno, pues no los voy a dejar los 10 minutos ahí.
Tell me when it starts boiling and I'll start the timer.
Okay. There's no camera anymore.
That's my balls then.
So what do you think about fermenting? An article that I sent you, I'm thinking 17 first for like 4 or 5 days, and then raise it to 20 for another 4 or 5 days, and then drop it to 10.
Okay, we can do that.
Brian, how can we calculate basically what I was reading for the hefeweizen? If we want to put the oxygen into it, it requires 12 ppms.
Yeah, that's hard. Well, if there's ways of calculating it.
The problem is to be imprecise.
Yeah. Yeah. What you need to, but you can get an oxygen electrode. That's just kind of like a pH meter, except for that measures oxygen instead. There are medical instruments that measure that. We'll have to see how expensive they are. Things are getting cheaper now. And there's certainly ways to calculate it. You got to know the temperature and the pressure, and then you got to shake it to equilibrium.
Yeah, sounds good. So it's not like I don't know, like whatever is the numbers, like you know what I mean. Like you just turn the knob and you read it. I don't know, like the CO2 is 15 psi done.
Yeah,
it's not like that.
No, if you want to get dissolved gas, it's a little different. I tend to think that kind of precision on a factor like that is not even worth trying to achieve. And I'll tell you why. Because there's a lot of different. What you're looking at is a balance for isoamyl acetate and 4-vinyl guaiacol, the phenol and the ester. Now, there's so many different factors involved in how that works. The type of yeast, the amount of yeast, and the grain, and lots of other things. So why measure one thing that's hard to measure to great precision when there's other unknown? It's like if you want to know how far it is from your place to my place, then you measure to the nearest millimeter how far it is from the door to the sidewalk, and then just pace it to your place. There's no point.
Makes sense, yeah. Like, be precise from the beginning or don't be precise at all.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to have precision and you have a series of steps, you have to have equal precision in every step. It's like they say, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link.
Which I don't. Boiling jet.
Keep stirring or it's going to char. I actually did make a burnt beer once. I was heating the mash and the phone rang and I left it. Once a beer has got that burnt flavor,
You never get it out.
no, never save it.
Nope. This is what happened. The first beer I made with Ian, that's what happened. Because he had electro thing, he dropped the hop without the bag, and basically the hop got to the bottom and just land into the elements.
Oh yeah.
And it like basically what's called a scorched the beer.
Yeah, you can never get rid of that.
No, he tried coffee, he tried anything, everything into that beer, and nothing took that flavor off.
Yeah.
We dumped it. And I think for mistakes like that, that's how he started distilling. You can't drink the beer, we might as well let's extract the alcohol off of it.
Yeah.
Trying to stop stirring to see if it's boiling or not.
A watch pot never boils.
It's starting to boil now.
Is it?
It's starting to bubble. I don't call it boil yet, but it's starting to.
Yeah, the first thing that happens is you get dissolved gas coming out. And that's not boiling. That's just the solubility test. And then when it starts to boil, then it's not dissolved gas, it's water vapor. So it's not boiling until water vapor starts coming out.
There's no boil until the fat one sings.
Yeah.
Oh, my friend Ricky, he said like he had all the material and he has the machine. We can make the table for the brewing anytime. He said like he had a lot of like he's gonna use just like round tubes that he has just to make a table.
Oh, well, we could do that. Adam said he was going to do it.
Yeah, but like I can wait. Like, this guy is telling me we can do it like his next Saturday. I have nothing to do. I can literally build it on Saturday.
He's, what about the plans?
You can just make another plan.
Yeah.
That or we can make just like a double one, just without being like one higher than another one.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the same height, and we have no problem.
Yeah.
We gotta like a mountain, so like the pump is there. So all we gotta do is just boil water to clean it.
Yeah, we'll think about the plans again. Probably come up with a better plan anyhow.
So Adam said he wanted to come and brew with us once again, but he couldn't come today because he's in Vancouver. He went to build a kitchen place or something.
Oh, okay. What was the temperature?
95.
Yeah, that takes longer at the end. You can turn it up a bit.
Oh, I didn't even realize which one it was.
Because this is what I was doing, but there's no water there.
Close. I can feel it starting.
Yeah, it's like 98. They're really nice and thick.
Yeah, I used the sieve to take the thick part out. Yeah, it's boiling now.
Also 99. Pues ya que esté hirviendo 10 minutitos así, meneándole para que no se pegue, vamos a regresar la decocción al macerado original y vamos a extraer, creo que la mitad esta vez, la segunda son. How much we're gonna extract next time, Brian? The second one is like 8 or 7.
Let me see. Let me just count. Yeah, 8 liters.
Ya lo vamos a sacar a 8 litros, que es más o menos la mitad de lo que. La segunda decocción es la mitad de lo que sacas en la primera.
So you want to do the next boil 10 minutes again?
Yeah. What was we'll start with 12 gallons?
Yes.
definitely gonna need gas pretty soon. Huh? I think I did already like 4 batches with the 2 tanks I brought.
Of course, we got the spare that's bigger.
True. But I guess this one goes faster than the other one. This is the one I use most.
Is it?
Well, this one is connected
Oh
to that
yeah,
one.
yeah, the boil one. Yes.
And 2 of the beers we make, I made is with 2 decoctions.
Yeah,
With those things.
Yeah. Does Ian do decoction mashing?
No. No. He doesn't even do like mash out.
Oh yeah, sorry.
He just 65, take like whatever temperatures will run in and grab his staff and pour into the boiler.
Oh.
His logic is we're gonna get to that temperature anyway. And to do he doesn't sparge, he has a press. So you put a bag and squeeze the bag the most that he can and then put hot cold water on top of it to do a sparge. That's it called.
Your dad's still good, is he?
Yep.
I read somewhere on the internet, somebody said, so finally Mexico is going to pay for that wall to keep the Americans out.
Donald Trump find a way.
Yeah.
Well, you hear the doctors advising Canada like not to open the borders with the U.S. because until the Americans take it seriously,
Yeah. Well,
like
I don't
they're
think
showing no like not taking seriously. No, you should see there's a video where like it's mandatory when they basically passed the bill that it was mandatory to go in the stores with the mask, and it's people getting mad and saying that like how come you want to obligate me to use this if I don't want to use it? That thing is actually you make it to kill us.
Or people say they can't breathe. Jesus Christ.
Which is what they don't understand is it's not such that you won't get contaminated. You won't contaminate someone else. It's more like for you protecting the others, not protecting yourself.
That's right.
But that's what people like. That's what, like it blew my mind like how selfish they are. Like,
Yeah.
well, American always show that they're. Oh, do you hear that when Donald Trump called himself that he was perfect?
Yes.
It's a perfect idiot.
And he said, who would ever want to vote for Biden? He can't even talk. Donald Trump has a vocabulary of about 100 words. Terrific, wonderful, horrible, great.
China. I started thinking now. I might misread the hydrometer when I make the NAPA. Because I drink 4 glasses and I feel drunk.
It's all right.
Maybe it was a 6 instead of 5 when I read it.
Maybe.
Because it didn't make sense how it was like 14 points lower when I added the refractometer and I had the hydrometer at the end.
Yeah, it's possible. So I think we got a couple of minutes yet. I think the way we need to do this is just transfer the stir over the other one, and then you get ready to stir, and I'll pour it in, because you want to be stirring a bit while we're pouring it in, because we don't want to get hot spots that destroy the end.
Okay. What if before we transfer it, I make a little purple?
I don't think that'll help much, because as soon as you start pouring it in, the whirlpool will stop.
One minute left. Yeah, I've been telling them the interesting thing about this beer is how the yeast is the one control the flavor in this beer.
Yes. Yeah.
This is what like the most important thing in this beer is the yeast.
Well, most beers actually.
But when you look into an ale where yeast is not basically the character of the beer.
No, not as much. Yeah, that's right.
And I have discovered something else. You know what they use for the NAPAs?
No.
They use those Nordic yeast, Quebec, whatever it's
Oh,
called.
it's the stuff that they got invented in Norway or something.
Yep, that's the one they're using. Because this type of yeast is very low flocculation.
Okay.
You wanted the little hottie things like the rabbit, the pads. You want to need them.
Okay, just go on the other side and get ready to start. Oh, I can't handle it.
Do you have another one of those?
I can just grab one. Okay.
Well, that's hot. We almost have temperature ready for mash. We're like 61. Yeah, they're pretty accurate when they're actually mixed. Like they're both the same. They're really the same. I'm using this a lot lately.
62. Okay, you want to bring it up to 66?
No, we're gonna do second deduction, isn't it?
No, yes, we are, but we still have to. Well, actually, we can take it out first. It doesn't matter.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I want to wash this off.
Oh, I see. What did that do? Oh, you just wanted to get some grain out.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I see.
One more.
Nope. That's two.
Oh, number two. I thought it was the third one.
That'll bring this one to 66, and then the other one to 66.
Subir temperatura 66. En ambas.
Why do we have to get the other one to 66 right now?
Oh, well, we don't need to make the protein that all done.
Yeah, but what's the
The purpose of the first department is to bring the main mass of 50 protein rests up to application rests. That's what we're trying to do. So protein rests go on for this. It's about 50. We're done with protein rests. Okay. And that's how you calculate the decoction volumes. You want to calculate it so that it brings it to about the right temperature.
Yeah, but I thought when the second decoction is the one that brings us to that temperature, not the first one.
No, the first decoction brings us to saccharification temperature. The second decoction brings it to mash out temperature.
We are 66 in this one.
Already?
Yeah.
Oh.
This one, because the small one.
Okay, good.
Ni un toque me he podido echar, cabrón. Ni una chela, ¿cómo andamos acá a este lado? Ahí disculpen. Saludos. ¿Qué diseño? Ah, el Harry Potter ya está de regreso en Monterrey. Pues gracias a los que están viendo este lado. Acá deja voy a la otra. Ya estamos en la segunda de cocción. Ya no pude hacer el video donde estamos transfiriendo, pero ahí está ya. Brian está sacando la prueba del yodo otra vez. La primera se tardó 20 minutos. Esperamos va a tardar lo mismo esta. Estamos ya calentando la otra 65, pero ahorita que sacamos esta, ya que llegue la temperatura, la pongamos a hervir, la vamos a regresar para la principal. Llegar a los 78, creo que vamos a hacer más, 78 o 79. Y ahorita lo checo otra vez en la hoja. Y pues ya estamos aquí en la segunda de cocción. Acuérdense, estamos acá en vivo con la raza de YouTube y con la raza de Facebook acá de este lado. Ahora banda. Está preguntando mi compadre Mauricio que dónde conseguimos la pala. La compré en un lugar que se llama Russell's. Venden equipos para cocinas. A los de este lado están preguntando por la pala. Acá. Se me olvida que tengo dos cámaras.
You're at 66?
No yet. 65. Where do you get that one? Russell's?
I think so. Yeah. Is Russell's on Douglas Street?
Yep.
Yeah, that's where I got it.
Apparently, they sell all the tubing for tri-clamp, tri-clamps and everything.
Oh. You sure you're not there?
Almost.
Because we're This is reading. Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's like it's 65 in here. So.
Oh, it's about 7 minutes behind.
Can you pass me the lid? Oh, you're gonna do the test first?
Yeah.
And why is it called negative to test?
Why do you call it negative?
Well, you said like on the sheet there, it said like until the item tastes negative or something.
Oh yeah, well, the positive result is that it shows something. So this,
Oh, that's what I mean. There's no showing. Okay, I see what you mean.
the iodine. I think this is better actually. The purpose of the iodine is to show the presence of starch. So if there's no starch, it's negative.
Bunch of starch.
I think this actually does work better than the dropper.
Okay. That would be cold water. I cheat a little bit with the pepper. I put a fertilizer and one of those like you buy in the store to make them flour quickly. Or not. And it has more than 50 little flowers. Well, doesn't need that. Well, let's see if the flowers develop though.
Well, mine is just developing so much. You want to pick the peppers while you're here. Have you used any of them yet?
I have. I used I made a salsa and I make one of those shrimp that I make like the kind of ceviche kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it was pretty good.
I guess we should drink some beer, shouldn't we?
I think so, unless we're finished. I gotta stare at this.
What do you want?
I'm over there. One sec. Already have a battery. So, what are your thoughts about the English style?
Well, it's pretty true to style.
I just think that it's a little too obvious. We should have less often. I think it's a little too bitter.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong, but I think it's a little too bitter. That's
Well-
okay. That's okay for a West Coast IPA, but not for a.
Yeah, you know what? You know why though? This was supposed to be an IPA.
That's correct. A little mistakes.
Yeah. It's about right for
Hey,
an
you're
IPA.
taking my mask off in front of the cameras, telling everyone that I made mistakes. They called me master, and now you're gonna tell them that I make mistakes. Of course, I made mistakes. But you know what, Brian? I call it session IPA. Dang, I got an answer for everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in the process. Fill these up. This is where I grow my yeast. Because it got the same shape and that. Also, those ones are called flasks?
Yeah. It's a 4-inch flask. And the round one is an Erlenmeyer.
Well, they're all flasks, right?
Yeah.
But I will add more body to the beer. I find it's a little not full body, like not the medium body that I'm looking for.
Is that for an English pale? Well, it just sure tastes like about 1,000 of these I drank in pubs in London.
Maybe I'm taking too much a reference of an American style, right? Also, the carbonation I think is perfect because those beers are not supposed to be very carbonated.
No, this is just about right. When you buy a beer, not so much in London, but in northern England, it's going to be filled right to the top, almost in a meniscus coming over. It's just like Japanese
brand. You want to see that curve?
Yeah. So it's going to take 20 minutes for this to be hydrolyzed. And then we boil it. And by the time we boil this,
That should be done.
that should be done.
See, it's only 7 minutes of difference, right?
Yeah.
Right now. ¿Les gusta más en inglés o en español? Actually.
We're going to ferment in the conical fermenter, are we?
Yes, and this one, but without this. We're going to use the roll off.
Okay. So let's, while it's boiling, let's move the freezer and this over to there.
Yep.
And then we're ready to go. And
I think we should do it in the very end.
How come?
Because it would be easy to transfer it here than move it over there.
Okay. This is on wheels, remember?
Yeah, but I mean, for transferring, like, we're going to move it there and then bring it here. So fill it up, so might as well move it everything in the end.
I guess. It's just, do you think it's easier to move this when it's full or empty?
Well, how are we going to fill it up over there?
Well, it's going to be right there.
We can't put it there because the door one's closed. We got to get it either behind the door or sticking out that much.
Yeah, I thought that we would put it right there because the door, we don't have to open the door. But it doesn't matter. It's just about the same either way. So.
We're like the Three Stooges.
Did you know that you were getting different sizes?
Uh, Technically, this is what happened. Give me the old one. I went to the store and said, I need this. They went in the back and bring me this. Like, I didn't go and say, I want this. I didn't say any specifically what I needed.
Okay. And you know, actually, this is a quarter and 5/16. A quarter can't work in that hose. 5/16 does work, but the one that works best is a 3/8. So that's what that is, 3/8 on both sides.
Because the hose is 3/8.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe because of that.
What a coincidence.
You wouldn't think, huh? Well, cooking a hefeweizen today. 2 decoctions. Right here in Victoria, BC. So you know what?
Why don't leave it on for now so you don't get contamination in there?
I'm gonna spray it again. Or I'm gonna put the other one. What I want to do is set up this.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Because we're not gonna use these ones, so might as well we can just set the one we're gonna use.
Yeah, it's oh yeah, I guess that's it.
Let's start something. So to be able to put that one on, I have to remove that one. Guys from Brewbig, if you're somebody watching right now, let me introduce myself. My name is Fernando. I'm a Mexican. Lived in Victoria for about 15 years already. I learned how to make beer or brew beer with Brian. Brian taught me lots of stuff. We actually in his house brewing in my equipment right there. Making a hefeweizen. We're using 70% wheat, 27.3 Pilsen 2-row, and the rest in Munich, which I believe is 2.3, 2.7, something like that for that. Vamos a armar el... Esta madre está liqueando. Le vamos a cambiar por eso. Teflón, teflón, teflón.
not ready yet.
Hmm?
It's not ready yet. It's going to take a little longer this time.
Not ready yet.
Because some of the enzymes have been destroyed by the boiling.
Yeah, that is correct.
You want some new tea? You want some new? Oh, you got new tea. I always use the scissors. I find it works better if you don't. Pretty.
Right, what's the difference to have a liquid and no liquid on it?
Oh, I don't I have no idea what that's for.
Do you think it's just only to make the needle move slower? The other one will like, and the other one will like gradually move.
It's possible.
But what was the advantage for that?
Are you sure it just didn't get contaminated somehow?
Nope.
It's like that when you got it, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, it's actually a liquefied one. I just call it like that.
Oh, I never heard of that. So what's that for? For the blow off?
No, this is for when we do isobaric fermentation.
Oh, I see. That's,
But I believe that one, the old one, is what's leaking. That's why we never get the.
yeah, that's what
So those things are only like $12. So
the gauges?
yeah, that's nice, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, $10 for that one or $12 for this one. It said the liquid is better. It's a I don't know, I just didn't ask why it's better. I should ask. Try to do another turn
Why do we need more?
because
Oh,
like it would be nice if this one is facing this way.
yeah. Well, just put a little more tape on and don't tighten it as much. I think you dropped the tape too, didn't you?
You know?
Oh, there's other tape.
I don't think I dropped it.
Well, that's how you put it down on the counter somewhere. Oh, just using the tape. What's that?
Mhm. You were right.
You sure you can do a whole turn there?
You think that's enough to seal?
I think so.
That's better. Looks more professional. Saludos a Juan. Do another test.
Yeah, just gonna wait for. Yeah, let's do another one.
Hefeweizen. Mando de este lado.
You know,
This is your start sound, right?
yes. Yeah, this one is not ready yet. That's one disadvantage of removing a large decoction volume for the first decoction. There's not much enzyme left after you boil it.
That makes sense. There's something to learn.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking that it was too high, but too much. But
Brian, do you find it ironic? It's basically, it used to be a fermenter, and now it's basically the helper of the fermenter.
yeah.
That should work, right?
I'm not sure why you wanted to connect it all up right now.
What do you mean?
Well, why put the top on yet? Because we're gonna have to rinse it out. We'll have to take it apart.
Just put it right there, just so it doesn't get contamination, just to close the top.
Oh, I
And I
see.
didn't want to leave it into the ground, so might as well it's soaking into the stars, and it's just momentarily.
Oh, I see.
This is like, oh, this is the one you made for draining?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what I was thinking, Brian, if we ever want to use the CO, the oxygen or whatever, just put it into here before the top, put the top in there.
Why not fill from the bottom one?
Hmm?
Why not fill from the bottom one?
Well, I think it's pretty the same, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess it is. Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, that looks cool. So we take the valve off, put it there, and then the valve in here.
Oh, take the valve off. Why?
Because if we got the valve here and then we start filling up, basically it's coming to here.
Well, this is, it goes this way, doesn't it?
It would be either way. Well, I guess, yeah, it goes that way. You're right. Because the flow goes this way, yeah.
And you want the valve there so that you can, I mean, you're talking about this valve?
Mm-hmm.
Well, how do you disconnect this after?
You leave it on.
Oh. I
And
guess,
then when we're going to put the CO2, we just basically do the same thing.
yeah, we could do
It's
that.
already set up.
You're gonna lose this volume in here. Yeah.
We're going to lose it anyway.
Yeah, I guess we are, yeah.
No matter what, we're going to lose it.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's worth it to invest in another tap. One before.
I don't see why.
Okay.
What does it actually change about what we do?
Sure. Se me olvida, banda. So next time, Brian, if we take that much off for decoction, we should do only one decoction.
Yeah, I'm not sure why you wanted to take that much.
That was the software told me to do it.
Yeah, but the way the software, the reason it said that was they calculated how much to bring it up that much in temperature.
Yeah.
But you don't have to do that. You can heat it up later in the main batch.
True.
And I think that's a better way of doing
Yeah,
it.
I agree. I mean, we always do it that way and never have problems.
Yeah.
But this time and the other one, we should be ready to start already like mash out.
Yeah.
At this point, it's been like 40 minutes.
Yeah.
So we're doing it in 2 more minutes. We don't know the test or what? Or should we just leave it the whole time and just dump them?
Well, then there's no point in the double decoction at all. Is
Yeah. I was what I'm talking.
Let's and this is probably not ready yet either. The main batch isn't,
Nope.
because it's lost enzymes everywhere.
Have you tried it?
I haven't yet, but I'm gonna just check this one again, and then I'll check the main batch and see where we are. Okay, let's see where we are. Can we lift up the lid for me?
Not yet. Not yet?
Let's check the main batch. I bet it won't be ready yet either.
Go for a beer. Let's get a beer. La Pilsner. Muy bien. Ahorita la Pilsner ya, güey. ¿Cómo la ves? Pilsner.
¿Qué le dice?
Well, I don't think anything's happening with this.
So this is ready.
This one is ready. I suggest we put this into there and
Yep.
don't boil it again.
All right. So no point for a second decoction, I guess.
No.
Oh, get some water down.
I'm going to do another test on it. Well, there's
No point.
no point.
So we're going to 79 already.
66. We decided to do it all at 66.
I'm confused right now again. I'm confused again.
Uh-huh.
Why do we have to get a 66 again?
Well, what is it at now?
Well, we had it at 66.
Yeah. What is it now?
65.
Yeah. Well, 66 is the mash temperature.
But I thought we finished mashing.
No, we're not finished mashing because the stuff we put back in still has starch in it. We got to mash that as well.
Okay.
That's why we put it back in, so that it would have more contact with the enzymes that have not been denatured yet.
Okay.
Don't go too high.
We're 65.
Okay.
Still 65. 66. Ya estamos a 66.
We'll try it in 10 minutes.
Saludos a Nayarit. I guess now, after we finish fermenting this beer, we should try the isobaric thing again by putting that thing on the bottom.
Putting what thing on the bottom? Oh, I see that.
So we can put CO2 from the bottom and see if it reads on the top.
Yeah.
And we can basically have this one like at the, for example, 5 psi, the regulator, and then we can basically calibrate it and right there so we know exactly where we want it. And now we want to know if it's leaking or not.
Yeah, but why do we need to do it with this thing? We could just,
How are we going to put CO2 on it?
the yeast will create some.
No, but we're going to test it before we use it.
Oh.
How do we test it before you use it?
Oh, I see. Well,
I mean, I guess we should test it, and then when we know it's actually reading, we can actually rely to it and say, yes, it's working.
yeah, but
Don't you think?
yeah, but we can test it just by doing it the first time. And
Like
then-
we did for that too.
and what if it doesn't work? I mean, if it doesn't work,
But if it doesn't work, and when we test it before we actually get beer on it, we can actually figure it out where the leak is, and basically,
yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
so by the time we're using it and we have to use the thing, we know 100% the thing is working.
Yeah.
I think that's what everybody does, Brian.
No, I guess I didn't. So you're saying before we even put this batch of beer in?
No. After we ferment this, we finish it. Before we put the next batch in there, we do the test.
I see. Yeah. On the other hand, once we're finished with the blow-off tube, we could put that thing on, and there'll still be some activity. You only need the blow-off tube for the first day. So we put the other one on, and then we can test it while this one is fermenting.
Oh, they said you're not supposed to do isobaric fermentation for the hefeweizen.
Oh, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Also, I think it works the first time we use it because one reason. This prevents diacetyl, even if you had a lower temperature, from what I was reading about. So remember the first time we did the Pilsner, we have in the isobaric fermentation, you tasted it's like no diacetyl in the very first time, and it wasn't even like we haven't rested yet.
So you're saying isobaric prevents diacetyl? Okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, I didn't know that. I wonder why.
That's why every brewery is doing that now. Like they're moving from the blue off for the isobaric instead. And if you look at the modern water, they just have gauges into the bottom.
Oh, that's interesting.
Oh, a friend has a question. He's thinking to get some idea the glycol that I have. He said, if you notice that if your electrical bill went way up with this thing.
I don't really pay much attention to it. You mean with the freezer?
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, the bill goes up if they have a freezer.
Of course, but he's thinking if it's go like, holy cow, my bill went twice as much.
No, why would it?
That's exactly what I said.
Yeah.
He's thinking because to be moving the glycol, basically your freezer, he thinks it's constantly working. It doesn't shut off.
Oh,
Because like you're bringing something hot in there. I don't think it get that hot.
no, it doesn't, and it's not putting that much heat into it. No more than opening your fridge and looking at stuff inside.
True. That is true.
And besides, I've got 4 freezers in here. I got a big one in there, one upstairs, and this one. So, yeah, it increases the electrical bill a little bit, not much. But one thing I did notice is that this is going to need defrosting soon.
Can I show you that?
Oh, nice.
So now when I take my picture with the beard, when I play guitar, I can see Freya's name. Oh man, those two are really long now. The bottom ones.
Yeah.
They were disconnected.
For a while, because it was minus 21, now it's minus 18.
Yeah.
I wonder how it got disconnected.
I don't know. I think an idiot was working over here with a big belly, and I think the belly moved for a burner. Recuerden, tenemos las preguntas ahí en los hijos de la Malta en la página. Esta es la gorra que vamos a regalar. Y nuestros amigos de Maltoseando nos pusieron guapos los vatos y nos dieron una libra de casquete para el ganador. Ahí están las preguntas en los hijos de la Malta de Facebook. Si contestan las preguntas, vamos a hacer una pequeña rifilla y ahí vamos a sacar el ganador. Lo único que pedimos es que a la hora que sacamos el ganador, el que gane tiene que estar suscrito en el canal de YouTube. Por cierto, muchas gracias. Llegamos a los 500 que estábamos buscando. Ya vamos en 520 por ahí. Hay que llegar a los 1000 para poder hacer el en vivo desde el celular. Vamos a andar en cualquier lado y no tener que hacerlo desde la computadora. Pues sí, bandita, pues aquí está la gorra. Ahí vamos a mantener las preguntitas una semanita más para ver quién se anima a contestarlas. Y vamos a esperar el ganador. Y acá nuestros amigos de Facebook, aquí está la gorra que vamos a regalar. Y los amigos de Maltoseando que nos van a regalar el pound con la libra de cascade. Las preguntas están en los hijos de la Malta. Ya saben, el único requisito es que cuando saquemos el ganador, tiene que estar suscrito en el canal. Quiero agradecer a toda la banda que está apoyando y llegamos a los 500 ya a YouTube. Hay que llegar a los 1000 para poder hacer los en vivos desde el celular y estar más libres, como se dice. Poder ir a cervecerías, entrevistar cerveceros y cosas así. Pues ayúdenos a llegar a los 1000. Aquí está la hora. Ya saben, las preguntas están ahí, empiecen a contestarlas. Les vamos a dejar unos 10 días más, 5 días más o menos. Unos 10 días más, vamos a decir. But I guess would improve it too. I should say it in English. All right. So, for those that don't know me, I'm Fernando. I live in Victoria for the last 15 years. I got this little channel where I show people in Mexico and Argentina and Spanish, basically, how to make beer or how do I make beer. I've been learning from Brian taught me how to make beer like 2-3 years ago. So we got a raffle in there. I'm gonna make those questions in English as well. If you guys want to follow us, we're like looking for us like the Hijos de la Malta. We are basically in a Facebook page. Look for me in the YouTube channel as a Fernando Ocampo, Ocampo. We're gonna give away this hat, and we're also gonna give away a pound of Cascade hop. So if you guys want to participate, you're more than welcome.
Okay, we can mash out now.
We go on 80?
I think 78.
78? Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. Para hacer el mash out, basically Ya prácticamente ya vamos a levantar la temperatura a 77 grados. La segunda decocción, déjales explico lo que sucedió. En la primera sacamos demasiado, que ya no dejamos enzimas activos para terminar de hacer la segunda decocción. Entonces estamos viendo, no es necesaria la segunda decocción para esta cerveza, o hacer unas decocciones más pequeñas. Creo que hicimos una decocción muy grande la primera y por eso no tuvimos este problema, que al final de cuentas no es un problema. Vamos como quiera a tener el resultado al final. Ahorita ya estamos para calentar a 77 grados, como lo venía diciendo. Ahí voy a poner la receta, lo voy a explicar mejor en la descripción, lo que hicimos, todo el proceso y el consejo que les voy a dar. O sea, no hagan las dos decocciones, una decocción es más que suficiente. Si van a hacer dos decocciones, háganlo con menos volumen. Digamos, nosotros sacamos 15 litros la primera y luego 8 litros la segunda. Yo hubiera hecho lo que haría para la siguiente vez, sacaría nada más 8 litros y luego después 4 litros para que no tener ese problema. Pero pues eso fue lo que nos falló. A mí estamos aprendiendo, ¿no? Estamos, como les digo, yo no me las sé de todas, también tengo mis errores, pues obviamente, pues ya estamos aquí ya en chinga. Déjenme seguir monitoreando este desmadre. Hello. Oh, I see. Because I can fill this up with water. And then I count the gallons. Why don't you put the 6 gallons in there and I clean them up? I'm going to take that around. 6 gallons, something like that. Yeah, but that was all in the I believe. No, just quarter. Quarter. How do you get that number? I don't know. Okay.
And we could just, I mean, if the only reason you're using that one is because of the measurements.
Yeah.
Well, this is 16 liters, so.
What are the gauges in here?
What?
What is the gauges in here? So you're gonna be grabbing 2 by 2,
Yeah.
which is easy, just like fill it on 160.
I guess.
That's what I do, Brian, and it's very simple.
Okay.
So
you've got a 4.5 gallons.
Adjust, Brian. It doesn't make sense. Okay. What I'm saying is, I would
You know what? I think we need this faster.
So what I'm saying is, we're gonna use it. The thing is, like, I just only use it for the measurement. Then important to me. Oh, I see. Falta, le falta. Around. Oh, that has a thermometer.
You what?
This one has a thermometer on it.
It doesn't matter. We'll have to adjust it at the last minute anyhow. Second, I'll get that. I think I need to eat something soon. Do you want some pizza?
Sure.
Um,
76. $77. Banda, pues ya vamos a hacer el relavado. Vamos a retirar ya el macerado. Como saben ustedes, aquí es donde hago yo la recirculación que hago para hacer el filtrado. La vacío unas 3 veces. La manguera la ponemos para no crear tanta turbulencia y no crear oxidación en la cerveza, ya que si creamos un tipo de oxidación en este momento es imposible retirar ese oxígeno. Más bien, una vez que el oxígeno entra y hace la oxigenación, ya es nada que puedas hacer. Prácticamente las moléculas han cambiado. No es el caso nada más de que, le cae oxígeno, pero ahorita que lo ponga a hervir se le sale el oxígeno. Sí tiene sentido o lógica esa teoría, pero una vez que se oxida, ya te chingaste, como quien dice. Entonces, si le cae oxígeno, se puede, ¿cómo se dice? Oxidar mientras estamos haciendo este traspaso. Por la tercera. ¿Cómo va esta? Entonces tenemos acá este lado. Esta es la tercera. pero en la cuarta, mientras llega esta la temperatura, ya esta es la última que ya llegó la temperatura, le apago el scotch. Así. Preparar el spot chart. Muestro acá de este lado. Okay. Estamos. Tapa. ¿Qué está pasando con la bomba? Oh, se nos chingó la bomba, se me hace. Tengo que cortar esto para regresar a esto. Se debería jalar la chingadera. There you go. Arreglamos los problemas técnicos. Pues ya arreglamos los problemas técnicos. Ya está funcionando el spot chart. Quedan ya las vueltas. Estoy solo. Brian se fue a cocinar ahí arriba en la pizza. El spot chart. Es aquí donde me quemo. Brian, need your assistance.
Okay.
You want to plug it? Please and thank you. Now from this end, you want to lift the pump. We're gonna drip the water this in here into there. So it's hot. Is the pump hot?
No.
So we're gonna just touch it from there because it's gonna be super hot. So we gotta get this water going by gravity to there.
All right.
Take this all out.
Must be.
Okay.
Not sure what's
Pour it down.
what happened here.
Well, I know what happened. That doesn't happen with the Maypac. But then wheat clog the bed. It's too much protein.
Oh. Okay.
Reach the spark arm in action again.
What?
You lost the spark arm in action again.
Oh. Oh, I see. You used it with this.
Yeah, that's what the pump is connected.
Yeah. It is.
This is what I mean. This is what I thought the spark shoe would be 6 gallons instead of what you said. We're supposed to have 15 gallons to boil. On the email I sent you, I sent it with 12 and 6.
I don't think. Well, I'll see. I know that I didn't just get that idea out of my head. I thought we either talked about it or we changed the original volume or something.
No, we're supposed to get like 15 gallons to boil to end up with 14, and then basically after the whole thing to get 13 gallons and a half.
Okay, well, we could just add water before we boil it.
We could, yeah. So right now we're like getting to it. I think we're gonna get to 12. Well, we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't exactly recall where that figure of 4.25 came from, but it came from something. I think we discussed it. And,
I never remember that number at all.
yeah, I do. I remember talking about it or having a reason for it. I mean, I wouldn't change the recipe without talking about it.
I think 4.25. It was the absorption grain. What the grain will absorb.
Was it?
I think.
I'm just gonna have a look at the original recipe and see.
No, it doesn't say me here. This one. You're right. Brian, you were right. I checked the email. You were right.
Well, so maybe we should leave it at that, or do you want to add water?
Why don't we check with the refractometer? We check the gravity and see where we are.
You could do that, yeah.
Because if I don't want to really high in alcohol, you know. Okay, 12. 12 breaks.
Okay. 12 times 0.04. That's 1.048.
Oh, what's right?
1.048.
What were we aiming? We actually hit 46, so I think it's fine.
Well, it's going to be higher
Yeah,
after the boil.
so we have 5. What if we add a gallon of water? Too much?
Yeah, I think it's too much. Well,
Because we are at 12 and a half.
pardon?
We're at 12 gallon and a half right now.
And what did we want for volume? 13 and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we could do that then. Because we're going to lose some.
Yeah, we're going to lose a gallon in the boil.
Okay, so we'll add 1 gallon. Okay, let's get this up.
Hold on.
Let's turn it.
More.
So we can... Okay. Now, let's put the hops in and start boiling. I just want to move those things off the top.
Dang. So the camera was right. After I took the rest of the,
Yeah.
we are literally like a half a gallon lower. Should we add that so we can lower the alcohol, or should we go for a higher alcohol beer?
I think we're going to have problems with the boil
If we add?
yeah.
Okay, let's leave it this way. Start for instant. Hacer cerveza es bien sencillo. Make beer is so simple.
Yeah.
Saludos, banderos, los que nos estén viendo. Cheers, everyone. I'll say this in English. Estoy diciendo cosas en inglés porque pues, también estoy en un grupo de aquí de Victoria de cerveceros y pues ahí para que estén mezclados. Right, what's the rule acid press? What? The rule acid press? Somebody has to figure it out. I think I'm gonna need this one to pull down and make the effect because I don't trust the number too much.
Okay. Well, normally what's normally the acid rest is
with grains in the old days,
Mhm.
when the grains were not so highly modified, you have to have a rest at a lower temperature to create acid because the enzymes don't work unless the pH is low.
Okay.
With modern malts, I don't even bother with that anymore. Not necessary.
So isn't the protein rest doing the same thing?
The acid rest was typically a bit lower temperature than the protein rest. I don't remember what it was anymore. 35 or something.
But also, don't you think that the one I got there over there? No, over here. I mean, the one we're gonna measure with the hygrometer that I got
Oh, yeah.
on the other side cooling. I don't think it's gonna have the same density than this because it's the water. It was basically it's the rest of the water from the sparks, which is less sugar, basically, until it doesn't go through the whole grain and it meet with this one. That's when you get the real.
Oh, yeah. That's what that came from? I didn't know where it came from.
Yeah, it came from the bottom of that thing, so I don't think it's gonna work.
No, I don't think
It's gonna be very low.
I don't think it's relevant at all. I just pour it back in.
Okay. Just because it looks very watery, that's what I.
Yeah. So how do we get the wort into the fermenter?
Well, connect to what it's called, and make I put the yeast in here. After it's called the temperature we were looking for, I transfer it and I make the turbulence over there to get the oxygen.
Okay.
Why?
Well, I'm not sure there's anything wrong with that. Let me think about it for a minute. Yeah, that should work. So, and how do you make turbulence? What do you do?
Started?
Oh, you don't pump it in through the bottom.
No.
You pump it in
No.
through the top. Yeah, that would work.
Doesn't make any sense putting in the bottom if we don't have the oxygen tank.
Yes.
And also we didn't have this.
So why do you want to put the yeast in before you transfer it?
Because I know it's very well mixed when it's in here. For example, it's cool enough for the yeast. We have one circulating, right? We normally have the pump circulating so it cools quicker.
Yeah.
All I do, turn the pumps off, get the hose over there, turn the pump again, and it basically, at this point, I know the yeast I put in here is going to get well mixed on before it gets in there.
Well, it doesn't hurt to do it that way. I don't think there's any necessity to do it that way, because I think you don't even have to have the yeast well mixed. The yeast will mix itself when it starts to produce carbon dioxide. The yeast is going to be everywhere.
Okay. I agree. I just follow what you tell me all the time. We throw the yeast and you say, just let it recirculate it so the yeast get all mixed up.
Oh, yeah. But,
So I take, I'm following you.
yeah, but the main purpose of recirculation, it will mix the yeast, but that's not very important at all. The main purpose is to aerate the wort. That's what we need to do. And I guess it doesn't matter where you put the yeast in. Yeah, it's irrelevant. It really is. Normally, the yeast is added to the fermenter.
If you ferment, for example, let's see, I got another extra 5 gallons that I could get out of the in my spark, with a sparking, get a bigger grain bill. How it will change the beer if you basically boil it differently? Boil it in two vessels instead of one.
Well, that shouldn't change anything, as long as you have the right this proportionate amount of hops.
Yeah, but you're gonna mix it in the end.
No, the alpha acid extraction is dependent on the amount of hops and the amount of sugar. So I think you want the ratios the same.
You do like that, and then you call it a blend.
You know, one thing I think change we made that saves us a lot of hassle is putting the hops in before it starts to boil.
Oh yeah, definitely. And also adding the hop too. When we put hop for aroma, adding when we're like around 80 degrees, it works really good.
I've had all the pizza I want, so last one's for you.
All right, I'm going a bit.
How much do we got? Don't put it in yet.
It's like
like a 100 a liter.
Oh, okay. If we had a liter and a half, I'd fill up flasks for starters.
No, I think it's too little.
Yeah, it is. Well, we could make starters. You'll go away with it. Actually, this is a cheaper way to make starters.
So next time we could do a bigger one?
Well, not really, because how much do we need for starters? We need
400 milliliters.
yeah. Well, yeah. This was only 500. Normally, I use 700, so it's 2 liters.
And this is why it doesn't boil.
Yeah.
Meta de este lado.
It'll boil faster with the lid on. You gotta keep an eye on it. Make sure you lift it off, though.
Yeah, because when I have that much liquid, I don't want to risk it. That's why I'm here, because I want to control it just when it starts going, and I don't want to be like the explosion.
Yeah.
It got me once. That's why it's decent here. So you don't get any of the NAPA?
Yeah, I got some.
Okay.
Not much, but a bit.
I just gotta make sure it's not filled up a couple of bottles.
Yeah, I think I got about a third of a cake, quarter to a third.
Apparently, this guy's saying that the ferulic acid rest is to get the clove flavor into the beer.
Oh, is it?
That's what he's saying. So, but if you guys looking for a profile more of a banana, it's fine to do it this way.
Okay. Did he just define exactly what the ferulic acid rest is?
No?
Maybe it's different, something different than what it.
Brian, ¿quiere que le explique? Ferulic acid rest. ¿Quiere saberlo?
maybe ferulic acid is an analog of 4-vinyl glycol, which is the other phenolic compound. I don't remember what the structure of ferulic acid is. Just Google ferulic acid and we'll look at the structure of it.
Like this is what he basically was grading on.
Oh,
You want to keep reading just here, and then the whole article comes out. Do you want to see the structure? I can look for the structure.
yeah, I think though that they're saying that the ferulic acid is just,
Increase the cloud flavor.
yeah, but it's not, doesn't create the full flavor, it just influences the enzyme. Oh, no, they say it's a precursor for 4-vinyl glycol.
Is that what?
Precursor. It's a compound that is converted to 4-vinyl glycol. Yeah. Well, we did that. We did that. That was our protein test. Can you find the structure of ferulic acid? Or they gave the UPAC name, didn't they? I should just look at that. I can see what it does.
Doesn't show anything. They give me the same thing.
Well, you just go back to where you were, and let me look at the UPAC name, and I'll be able to tell the structure from that.
Maybe this.
Oh, let me see.
No, let me go back.
So small I can see it. In the microscope.
Will that help you?
Yeah. Okay. Yes. That is an analog of 4-vinyl glycol. It doesn't show what these are, but okay. 4-hydroxy 3-methoxycinnamonic acid. And And 4-vinyl guaiacol, it's got the benzene ring here. It's got a hydroxyl here. It's got an ethoxy, oxygen, and a methyl here. And this is the vinyl group here. So they're very similar. I can't tell exactly what these are because it's either too small or information to show us. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, that's what it is. It's
So we did it or not? Did we do it? or
yeah,
not?
yeah. That was accomplished during the protein rest. And it's normally called a protein rest, but I guess you could also call it a ferulic acid rest if that's what you're interested in.
1 second.
Ok, te vas a encabronar, pero dice que eso sucede que en el próximo mes. Ahorita acabo de sacar el artículo, lo acabo de leer todo, güey. Y lo que pidió que hiciera la estructura, empieza la estructura, se puso que cada nada los dos pedos, güey, y nunca va a haber una que no cae. Y dice que eso está en el dice, lo hicimos, dice, sin querer lo hicimos, dice, en el wrestling, en el, ¿cómo se dice? En el wrestling, wrestling wrestling. Sí, güey, estuve leyendo, güey, pero dice que eso sucede también en el Rocky Versus, que también no hay, o sea, tiene que suceder también. Se puso a leerlo, güey, y dice, nada, eso sucede en el Rocky Versus, no te pones. Digo, por eso te dije, te vas a encabronar, porque tú te vas en el grupo 100%.
Yeah, I think it's good that we didn't add an extra 2 gallons to it. Because when this starts to boil, and when you put the coil in, it's going to be almost to the top.
I had boil up to here with no dripping, and for the coil doesn't. The coil actually doesn't take much. It takes like that much on the difference of water. You know? But by the time we put the coil, it already boiled almost a gallon.
Yeah.
He's gonna start to release gases.
So it's amazing what happened to hops in these bags. So,
Oh, would you believe that? I was telling Ian that, well, I give him some beer because he gave me the cup for the last beer. And when I gave it the beer, it's like, you gotta drink this like quick because I basically filled it up like a growler. And one of the beers, it was all the way to the top. I didn't let that like headspace. And I said like, oh, it's no problem. So like, I believe the headspace is like if it's any oxygen, like the CO2 pushed it to the top, so they never get contact with the liquid. If you filled it up all the way to the top, and it's a little bit oxygen, it will be touch it, and it might oxidize your beer. So like, oh, this is not the way gases works. So what are you talking about? And he said like, oh, CO2 is more dense than oxygen, right? Like, yes. They say like, so propane is too. Like, say yes. So how come when I open the propane going to the atmosphere, it doesn't stay here because it's full of oxygen? You see, like, dude, like, of course it will stay. You do it inside, and you see like open the windows, and you see like that thing would blow on fire.
yeah.
I couldn't believe it when it was saying.
Yeah, gases are, it's true, dense gases will stay on the bottom, but they do mix pretty readily too. It's not like mercury in water.
You just say lighter than oil.
Yeah. You know, there's only 2 elements that are liquid at room temperature.
It's only two what, sorry?
2 elements, which are liquid at normal temperatures.
Oh, mercury.
Mercury's one, you know the other one?
No,
Bromine.
never hear of it.
It's right in the periodic table. It's right below chlorine and right above iodine. It's halfway between chlorine and iodine. And it's a brown liquid.
Still no fine in that corner. Regular people, Rand, doesn't memorize the periodics.
But I just got a sense of where things are. And the very right hand side is the noble gases. Helium, neon, xenon, argon, krypton, radon. And right next to that are the halogens, like fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, and acetylene.
Chemical lesson. Chemistry.
I was always loved chemistry, even when I was 12 years old. And learning the periodic table was more fun for me than sports.
And I do the opposite. Don't memorize things that doesn't matter. Pues lo dedujo nada más con ver la estructura, güey. Y ver lo que nos tenía todo puesto en los lados, pues una parte que se hace la temperatura que liberan. O sea, ni siquiera se le tuvo que leer completamente. Agarró los versos, empezó nomás a dar así rápido de que me interesa la estructura nada más. Ya le enseñó la estructura y de qué estaba compuesto y con eso me dio la respuesta. And we're running out of gas or what?
No, I just turned it down.
Well, we are getting low on gas.
Alza, pues ya estamos peleando. Vamos a hervir por 1 hora. Ya le echamos el lúpulo para el amargor. Ahorita huele bastante, pero pues porque se está yendo todo el aroma, eso no se le va a quedar a la cerveza ya que lo que buscamos en esta cerveza es el aroma dulce, así de la banana y del clavo. Vamos a ver que
tal? ¿Qué tal nos sale la primera vez que lo intentamos? Ya estamos en el depot. Y aparte vamos a tener, ya que les pongo video cuando estamos queriendo el resultado.
This is another disadvantage of having it so full. You can't get a real vigorous boil.
Oh no, you got, just wait. You will.
Just when the foam is full.
Yeah.
I see.
Oh, you get it like super vigorously. At this point, I don't think it would overflow anymore.
Yeah, you're right.
Saludos a Jorge Posadas de San Luis Potosí. I think it's vigorously enough.
The more vigorous, the better.
You're gonna read all the EMS.
Well, we don't need to worry about that till the end.
You're thinking.
Just waiting for the foam to disappear, then I think we can put the lid on.
Oh, I don't put the lid on the whole thing down anymore.
No? Get less loss and use less propane.
You know what? I don't think we take much loss. We only lose like a gallon, and before we normally lose like 3/4 of a gallon. Like it's not much of a difference.
Yeah, I guess what puzzles me then is why does it boil so much more easily with the lid on?
Well, because you keep the heat in there.
Yeah, but if it keeps the heat in, it keeps the steam.
Yes, that's what it keeps it like hot quicker for the longer, the quicker. It
Yeah.
requires less. Yeah, but like all the DMS is hitting the top of the lid and it's like basically dripping down.
Well, it is. That's why you have to have the lid off for the last half of the boil.
Should be 40 minutes apparently.
We've never. Well, it doesn't make.
I
Either
mean,
way, it doesn't make a big
We never
difference.
get it at DMS label on our gear anyways, and we have done it both ways. So.
So we're gonna ferment 5 days at 17, and then
Yeah.
5 days at 20. Eh?
I'm gonna drop it to 10 for another 5 days. Technically, it's 1 week, 1 week, 1 week, but 5 days, 5 days, 5 days.
What is the 10 for?
Let's go back to it.
So to precipitate the yeast? No, we don't need. We don't want to precipitate the yeast.
second fermentation, 2 weeks, 10 degrees. And this is the reason why.
Okay, that's the banana flavor. And 4 grams of alcohol, that's the warmer secondary. We're just
This is the first fermentation, the fermentation temperature,
yes.
and then it says secondary fermentation.
Okay.
But we have one something I'm going to show you the
That's
top.
about the 10.
Oh, the two first. 2 weeks, 10 degrees.
Okay. So this is the one that produces the. This is the one you were just talking about.
Yes, so basically, look. Just if you need to see the top.
I didn't ask why 20. I asked why 10.
Well, technically, this is the second fermentation. This is what they suggest, and this is the reason why.
Okay, I can't see it. Though it's so small.
Is the one you just read.
Oh yeah, but I wasn't asking about these temperatures. I was asking about the 10 degrees.
10 degrees.
Oh, but this explanation is not for the 10 degrees. This is for the 20 degrees. Isoamyl acetate and 4-vinyl glycol are increased during warmer secondary fermentation.
Yes, that's what that's what is 2 weeks and 20, and sorry, 1 week and 20, and 2 weeks and 10.
Yeah, so that explains the 20, does not explain the 10.
But basically, what the trend is basically you stop having those flavors.
Oh, I see. Okay, so I guess this is a lager, eh?
It's not a lager technically. It's more like an ale. If you think about it, it's fermenting. Like this is another part I wanted to say.
But when they say warmer temperatures, they are implying that 10 degrees is normal and 20 is the warmer. So that would be a lager.
So basically, if you want more banana flavor, they suggest ferment 16 to 24. If you want a more clove flavor, 16 to 20.
Yeah, I understand that. Okay, I get it.
And then basically what they're saying, traditional, I'm going for the balance thing. It's the one in the center is the balance. So in the traditional way, in second fermentation, what they do is like, that's what I was picking 17 in here, and then the 20, and then the 10.
Okay.
I don't really know. Apparently, I need to read this again because explain it. The article that I sent you in an email is the one I'm showing you right now. All the explanation was there.
Okay.
And you know who? We should ask Clay, because Clay does 3 temperatures as well.
Okay.
And it goes like one temperature go higher and then lower. He told me the temperature, but I forgot. We should ask him.
Yeah.
Something we need to do there. I bet you buy this in Home Depot.
I think it was straight, but I bought it. Yeah, we'll just take a little poke.
What do you mean?
I just couldn't remember what size of wrench. It was 7/8, isn't it?
Can we get it up?
Turn it off first.
Or righties? How would you call it?
Left hand. Left hand straight. Just give me that first.
Ojalá estuviera Mendoza para que vea el güey cómo se hace. Cuando se le acabe el gas, no tiene que andar esperando hasta que pase la pinche, la Julia. You want Beaver's wood?
What?
You want a Beaver's wood?
You might as well put the coil in now.
Where'd the clamp go?
Where'd the clamp go?
It's in the other.
Is that the one we used? No, not that one.
I don't think they reach.
Oh, right, okay. Moving backwards or something. Turn it around the other way.
What, the phone?
Yeah. Uh, why did you do that?
Why we have it closed for?
Oh, just so that it boils. It's not gonna boil in the tube. They're still boiling it. It's in the tube, it won't be boiling. Gotta remember to put the old ring in when you open that up.
Okay. I don't think it make any difference, bro. Well, let's see what you think about it. Is this guy, he makes hefeweizen in Mexico. He telling me that fermentation should be 17 for 3 days, 18 for another 3 days, 20 for another 5 days, and then basically the 10 degrees for up to 3 weeks. I don't think it's what I told him. We're gonna do 17, 20, and then the 10. And he said like he started telling me that, like, okay, the 17 for 3 days and then the 18 for another 3 days is going to make a lot of difference for one fucking degree.
And how has he calibrated his thermometers?
That is my point. I don't want to argue with him. Because also, he's going to tell me that he's have a temperature control in his house. So, when the actual liquid is at the 18 or the 17, if you're going to change it one,
He's going to the air temperature.
he has a freezer report with a temperature control on it.
Wow.
I think it's irrelevant.
Yeah, I don't think it's. I think that's the kind of detail that.
And the problem with this guy is this: he read the book and trusts the book 100%. So everything he's telling me right now, when I'm telling him about like the ferric acid and all this stuff, he's just telling, "Oh, it's in the article that I sent you." So like, but I will believe more somebody that has a PhD on fucking chemistry than somebody that wrote an article. Like I said, like Brian didn't even have to read the article. He just saw the structure and said, like, no, like blah blah blah. Like he started telling me things that I was lost in halfway through because the words are all complicated. I said, but like just to see the structure, he told me like apparently for him the one is unnecessary is the protein rest.
Well, I agree. It's not. We just happen to do it. But the protein rest is at the same temperature as the ferulic acid rest. So what difference does it make what you call it?
Well, he said that the ferulic acid is it has to be lower temperatures, no higher than 45.
Oh, that's not what the article said. It said 50. It said 40 to 50.
That's what I told him, but apparently, because we said 55 doesn't mean it's actually 55 right there. It's a number that we said because it's the water comes out of there. As soon as we put the grain, you go up like 48.
Yeah, I did check it. The protein, or when we put the first decoction back in, we started at 48. That's where it was. And then it brought it up to 63. Are we going to put Irish moss in this one?
I don't think so.
Why not?
We want to create.
Well, a hefeweizen is hazy because of yeast. It's not hazy because of protein.
Well, it has really high protein, 70% wheat.
Yeah, but that's what the Irish moss is for, is to get the protein out.
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't matter. We can do it either way. And I was thinking about that because I know we want it hazy, but I don't think it's normally hazy because of protein.
I think it's because of the yeast.
Yeah. And I think it'd be better to get rid of some of the protein. I'm going to start correcting the notes. I'll be back down in 10 minutes. Just yell if you need anything.
Sure. vamos a despedirnos de aquí porque ya viene el desmadre. Chido, banda. Que esté viendo, los que nos estuvieron viendo, muchas gracias. Acuérdense de suscribirse al canal para poder llegar a los 1000 y poder hacer los en vivos en otros lados. La chela ha sido algo complicadona. Nos vemos, banda.